Hello everyone, so welcome back to my channel. This is the Metatron speaking. A lot of people have been asking me about this concept of women warrior and how much of a historical thing it is. And of course we see women fighters, women warriors in all video games, media and films and movies. So what is the historical reality about this? Let's find out. So the first thing I think is important to define is the concept of warrior. When we say a warrior, we're talking about a person who goes to war. Were there ever women who went to war? The answer is yes. Was it an exception to the rule? The answer is again yes. So we can't say that there were no women who ever went to war. Still, the vast majority of warriors in history were male, and we're talking about a 99.9%. So what about the Onabugeisha in Japan? A famous one would be Tomoe Gozen, and I have made a video about her. What about the gladiatrix, or the ancient Roman female gladiators? What about the Norse Valkyrie, or the famous Amazons? Now, in the case of the Onabugeisha, we do know that in Japan some women fought, but it was a minority if compared to men. In the case of gladiatrix for the Romans, well, there was a show, so they were entertaining their spectators. We're not talking about war, we're not talking about battle. And as far as the Norse Valkyrie or the Amazons, well, we're talking mostly about myths. So in this video we're going to go quite technical. I'm going to examine the scientific reasons why a woman warrior wouldn't make much sense in actual facts, in the actual reality. And I know that this is going to upset some people here, but the thing is this: men and women are different. It doesn't mean that one is superior to the other. It just means that we have different purposes, we have different places, different roles in society and in nature, and both are significantly important. We are complementary to each other. This is what's called sexual dimorphism. But let's have a look at how humans are affected by sexual dimorphism, and this will help us understand why, in history, in the majority of cases, men went to war, not women. Some of the differentiations included in sexual dimorphism among humans are found among the gonads, internal genitals, external genitals, breast height. But some of the most important and relevant to our study are differences in muscle mass and the endocrine hormone systems and their physiological and behavioral effects. All of this occurring at the gene level by the presence or absence of the Y chromosome, which will encode biochemical modifiers for sexual development in males. Now, all of this is impressive, but how does all this information translate into actual raw data? Well, the average body mass difference between the sexes amounts to around 15%, whereas the basal metabolic rate is 6% higher in adolescent males, and it will raise to 10% higher after puberty. Another difference is the way we utilize the energy from the biomass we consume, or in other words, food. Females tend to convert more food into fat, whereas males tend to convert more food into muscle and expendable circulating energy reserves. If we look at aggregated data of absolute strength, females possess 40 to 60% of the upper body strength of males and about 75% of the lower body strength of males. Of course, the difference in strength to body mass is less pronounced in trained individuals. Males possess 30% greater lung volume per body mass, and males have larger hearts, 10% higher red blood cell, higher hemoglobin, hence greater oxygen carrying capacity, higher circulating clotting factors, which leads to faster healing of wounds, and higher peripheral pain tolerance. On the other hand, females have higher white blood cells and produce antibodies at a faster rate, hence they develop fewer infectious diseases. Now, there are also some brain differences. Females tend to have a higher ratio of grey matter per body mass of the brain, whereas males tend to have bigger brains. Now, what's interesting about this is that when you look at IQ results of males and females, we tend to achieve the same results, simply utilizing different parts of the brain. Now, from all of this, what we learn is that there are actual scientific and biological reasons to why men went to war instead of women. Now, of course, you will find the exception to the rule. You will find your friend who is particularly strong and is a woman and has beaten your best friend's boyfriend at an MMA fight in your home. But when we talk about hand-to-hand combat as far as war and battles are concerned, we are dealing with huge numbers, and exceptions don't make armies. Again, don't misunderstand this. I'm not saying that males are better than women. I'm saying we are built for different reasons and different purposes. There are other species on this planet where females are actually larger than males. There are species of fish, for example, where females are huge. There is an extreme level of dimorphism, or sexual dimorphism, where females are massive compared to males, and males are basically parasitic bodies. In some cases, the fecundity advantage hypothesis states that a larger female is able to produce more offsprings and give them more favorable conditions to ensure their survival, but this is mostly true for ectotherms. Alright then, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content from the Metatron. I will see you tomorrow for my next video. And remember, the Metatron has spread his wings. Goodbye, noble ones.